you'll see a blue chair in the front row. We upholstered it just for you.
I'm glad you got that memo.
Well, what we do on this show is we choose one scene from your movie. We watch it together with these remote controls in our hands. We can pause the scene at will and really dissect it and talk about some of the most intense moments of the scene.
Okay.
So this is a great scene where your character, Solomon Northup, who's been kidnapped and enslaved, he gets confronted and woken up by his master, played by Michael Fassbender, and he accuses you of having written a letter to your family, and one of the fellow field hands, who's white, has basically ratted on you. So let's see how this unfolds.
He said, you come over to him, wake him up in the middle of the night. I wanted him to carry a letter to Marksville. What you gotta say to that?
Now, right there, you're caught.
Yeah.
Really.
It's over, and it's important to remember that you'd be killed if a slave would be killed if they discovered that he could read and write.
So what do you think is going through his mind right now? Got to get out of this.
There's a number of different things. It's one of the interesting things I think about Solomon's journey is that he's always learning something. He's always learning something about people, learning something about human nature. And it's that sense of, of course the guy ratted me out.
Well, let's see how he begins to try to convince him.
There's no truth to it. You say.
How could I write a letter without ink or paper? Who am I gonna write to? I got no friends living as I know of.
Okay, now do you get a sense here that it's not working? Because the tack will soon change, and Solomon makes it more personal about Armsby. Do you feel like this beat is, okay, I gotta change my tune?
He's never been able to admit to Epps his actual story. If Epps had ever been involved in the real story and real knowledge of Solomon, he would have known that he does have people. But in terms of the Platt, which is the name that was given to Solomon, the Platt history, this is all accurate.
That Armsby's a lying, drunken fellow. He wants to make you believe we're all gonna run away, so you'll hire him as an overseer.
Now, what I'm struck by here is just the complete awkwardness of this hug. What was this like to shoot?
It just had that intensity of the moment. It was the attempt to convince Epps of something in a calm and reasonable way, but in an extraordinary circumstance. Solomon is also convincing himself of his argument.
Well, let's see if it worked.
I'll be damned. Were he not free and white, Platt? Were he not free and white?
And right there, you're playing a man who has just narrowly escaped with his life, basically.
Yeah.
But you can't show the relief palpably, can you?
That's the insanity of that whole circumstance, that it's like that, but all the time. That heightened sense of any minute, something else could happen and your life is snatched away from you. So you are on that kind of eggshell, that sort of knife edge, 24 hours a day.
It's such a powerful scene and one that I definitely won't forget.
Well, thank you very much.
Many congratulations and thanks so much for your time. Great to see you.
Thank you.
All right.